Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Well, hello, guys. I'm not going to say I'm totally disappointed, but I am. Coaching should hold players accountable for their actions and how they prepare for a game. And Tom Brady said it. Players want to be held accountable. Don't think that you can't teach them or yell at them or make them prepared. This team was not prepared to play this game. And don't tell me that it's only the first game and that it was preseason and he didn't want anybody to get hurt. That was a total and utter debacle. Take care, guys. I'm sure I'll talk to you more. Bye.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Scott, I think we kind of said the same thing. It was a disappoint. It's as disappointing as I've been for an opening season game in a long time. I expected a lot more.
About 1999, maybe.
Yeah.
Brady was there, and everybody thought they would kill the Titans and they get embarrassed by Mike Vrabel and company. Yeah, you know what? It's certainly hugely disappointing. I call it shocking. I thought they were going to win the game. You can have a legitimate discussion whether the light training camp and guys missing a bunch of practice time for injuries and the biggest name guys, not many of the biggest name guys, not playing in the preseason, if that contributed to this. And you can certainly have that discussion, and there's valid points. Dak Prescott didn't play in the preseason. CeeDee Lamb didn't play in the preseason, and they still went out and played great. I don't think Micah Parsons played in the preseason. So, there's not one right answer to this question, but when your team looks as bad as the Browns did, then everything gets scrutinized, and understandably so. I do think it's important to point out it's not like this is not, I don't think, endemic of Kevin Stefanski. They won the last two openers, which the Browns hadn't done in forever.
Yep.
And they were prepared, and they had light training camps before that. So, I don't think you can just say you can kill the coaching for yesterday without a doubt. I don't think that makes Kevin Stefanski any less of a coach.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But again, I just they didn't look prepared. And then the biggest breakdown, that punt return. I mean, that put it away early. It made after the punt return in the third quarter. It was like, oh, great.
And that's supposed to be a strength, and it usually has been. And I like Bubba Ventrone as coordinator, but it was a poor punt, and Corey Bojorquez had a couple poor punts, and then there was just a huge gap. There's probably a missed tackle in there somewhere. And I thought overall on special teams, outside of Dustin Hopkins' field goal, they got outplayed.